Streaming live with your talk show divas. Sit back and relax and enjoy. Exciting, informative, and sexy. So get ready for your talk show divas.
Hey, thank you so much for tuning in to Talk Show Divas. Hey, ladies.
Hey,
how y'all doing? We're here at TV 1061 Atlanta, streaming live in Douglasville. And today we have our beautiful divas with us. We got Miss Brandi over here. She repping what that is. Who you repping today, girl?
I don't know what to say.
Sunday.
The
giant. Ooh.
Are they playing today? I don't know.
Stand doesn't.
Right.
Oh, y'all trying to be funny. Oh, y'all trying to be funny right now.
Look, we got the lovely Miss Sarah here today.
Hey.
So as you guys know, it is Super Bowl Sunday.
It is.
If you say so.
What Super Bowl is this? I give you $2 if you could tell me what Super Bowl this is.
Which number?
The one that happens on Sundays. I don't know.
You lost $2.
What? Is it like Super Bowl 11?
Yes.
What? Is it
That's not fair. You cheated.
It's
You told
a
her
guess.
before
Am
the
I
show,
right?
didn't you?
Girl, we're in the 30s, probably the 40s.
We gonna cut that.
No, that's live. Live, people. She said Super Bowl 11. We talking about 1912. She talking about Super Bowl 11.
Well, see, what happened was I wasn't born then. Anyway, so thank you so much for tuning in to Talk Show Divas. So since it is Super Bowl Sunday, I, for one, am not a fan of football. You know, that don't mean, I won't go to a game and enjoy all of the festivities, the wings, and all that good stuff. But this time always puts a thought in my head, ladies. Y'all want to know what that thought is?
Of
Yes.
course.
No.
Yes.
I do. Okay, so I always said my first child was gonna be a son, right?
Okay.
Okay. So I'm thinking, the stereotype, nowadays is that all of our boys are supposed to play football or they're supposed to play some type of sport.
Right.
They are.
Okay, and then I go into a deeper thought process, which is, okay, well, I heard that when they hit college, that they can't be paid for playing these sports. And then I was like, okay, well, what happened if he get hurt while he's in college? So it's like, you've been playing all this time, and then you got all these fans and all these people are ready to cheer you on, and then, boom, you get hurt. Okay. And, 9 times out of 10, this child, my future child, God forbid he's not going to get hurt or anything. But, he'll have this scholarship. Okay, and then I remember when I was in school, these guys that got these scholarships, they weren't the smartest guys.
They were dumb as hell.
Yeah, they were extra dumb. They were known as jocks.
Yeah.
And, they got special treatment. They were passed along in all the grades.
Yes.
They got invited to all the parties.
Yes.
They threw half the parties,
They got all the women,
all the girls,
the head,
cheerleaders. Not the head.
Yeah.
Coach. The
I'm talking about the
coach.
players.
That is a whole other show.
You said what?
That's a whole other show.
I was wrong for a second. But anyway, they get all of these perks, including this educational scholarship. And so I'm thinking, if these boys are passed along, how are they prepared with these educational scholarships if they get hurt?
Right.
So it's like, how do you go from just playing full-time sports, and now you don't have sports anymore, so you was given a 4-year degree, or 4-year, ability to obtain a degree in college, and you dumb as hell.
Well,
So-
okay, but you said educational scholarship.
Right.
Which is different from a sports scholarship.
Right. So what happens when they in the sports? Normally that education
Well,
comes
no, I
into
mean,
play
you're
for
either
them.
going to get a sports scholarship to get an education, or you're going to get some type of educational scholarship, where it be in math or literature or
Right.
something like that. So they got the sports part. If they get hurt, their sports scholarship is gone. Now they got to come out the pocket to pay for their education.
So that's even worse. So what happens to the money that they are that these
It
people
goes
are
to
paying to
another
go watch
student.
these games, that people are betting, and then all this money that is involved with these college students, and these college students aren't allowed to get any money from it.
Right, because it goes to the school, it pays for the school, it's paying for your scholarship, it paid for the time that
But
you
if you
work
get
on
hurt,
the
you can't
free.
use the scholarship.
You can't use it no more. But those funds don't just go in the air. No, it's some people, it's some children coming up behind you that can use these funds, that are going to use these funds towards their scholarships. Now, it sucks that if they get hurt, it does. But it's you got the scholarship to come and play for the school, to win games for the school, to bring money into the school for the school. It is not for you. That is what the NFL is for. I understand what you're saying. I understand where you're going.
Right.
But that ties back to, remember, it was a time where kids were getting signed straight out of high school and weren't going to college. Right?
Yeah.
Me personally, my stance on that is if it was my son or daughter that was in a situation where they can get signed fresh out of high school, I'm sending their ass.
Yeah, I mean, I can get that as well, because you have a once in a lifetime opportunity. You can always go back to school. Right.
Yeah.
I look at that, but I just think that the boys, in my opinion, should get more than what they're getting. I mean, the perks are cool. I mean, financially, because a lot of their parents are struggling to make sure. I remember on our last segment, you was talking about getting them to the games and the sacrifice that goes in, and it's messed up that if someone offers you some money, it's like illegal and against the law, and then you can just lose everything.
It would be nice if they had a way for these children to make some kind of money off what they're doing, because they are working hard. Like you said, these kids, man, they barely sleep. They watch their diet. They watch everything like like a professional would, and so they should, I believe, be compensated to some degree. I understand it would, maybe detract from the NFL player who has made it to that level, but you don't have to pay this kid millions. He could be paid
don't need millions.
Y'all, if you're going to start doing that with the college students, then what's going to stop us from what's going to stop parents from wanting to do it with the high school students? Oh, my son plays, senior basketball.
My kids are children, and they're acting and modeling, and they get paid.
Yes, but they're not acting and modeling for a company. I mean, they are doing it for a company, but it's not for that company to bring funds into that. They're getting paid. They have a contract to get paid. Like as far as the kid that's going to college, it's a give and take. You're getting an education. We're getting a football player. I mean, it's not like I'm asking
but what
you to do
about all the
something for
side
nothing.
deals that go in and all the extra money that they betting on, and the schools are getting paid off and all that stuff? I'm talking about that money, the illegal money that is getting circulating. These kids ain't got no part of it.
Though?
Because it's jacked up. I just think that when I have a child, you're not gonna make all this money off of him, and he's not seeing no profit from it. I don't think it's fair.
But then me as a college recruiter will say, well, then your child can't come play for my school, and all you did was hurt your child. You didn't
So
hurt me.
I'm gonna be that parent that's taking money under the table. I wish you would.
We can all agree with that.
We can put it in my grandmama's
I don't see
name.
nothing
We
wrong
don't
with
put it in
it.
my name.
I definitely don't see nothing wrong with it, but I understand why the colleges try to stray away from doing that. One, it's illegal.
There's a lot of corruption that
Yeah.
can happen. There's a lot of corruption. And I think I have a son. He's 5, and so he's not playing anything yet, but, he may one day. And I think if he were to make it to that kind of level where he's going to go to college on a scholarship, I think just the most prudent thing for me as mom to do would be to set up a contingency plan. Since nothing is available, it would be nice if there was, but since there isn't, perhaps there is something I could get him in on the side, maybe mowing lawns, however small or large it may be, and putting some of that money away. Say, son, look, your body is your ticket now. And now that I'm getting into entertainment, I'm learning that, like, I almost tripped and ate it up the other day. And the first thought that I had was like, I'm going to have to carry all this stuff to casting calls and auditions with a like, my life will be over right now if I break my leg.
Oh, you was talking about really injured.
Yeah, like, I came so close. I hurt my leg so bad. I really thought, like, something was wrong, but I finally, like, regained use of it, and I'm okay. So, FYI, I'm okay. This leg, it did it. But it made me think, right now my money does depend a lot on me being mobile and able to move. And if my child found themselves in that position for any reason, modeling, sports, whatever, it's just another one of my jobs as mom to say, well, we're going to do this to make sure if something happens to you and this doesn't work out, there we go.
Exactly, because I think that I'm glad you said that. It needs to be a backup plan, because I think that these students, their parents are putting so much stress on them, because after they have, sacrificed whatever to make it to these games, they've sacrificed possibly, even paying attention to the other kids, because they know that this might be the ticket right here, and we put so much into it. That puts so much stress on these children, but that's to make it.
Okay, but that's a problem in itself, right?
Exactly.
The parent that's
pushing their child,
looking at their child as a meal ticket. Like, this is my ticket. That's a problem in itself. It is not a sacrifice. My child owes me nothing for leaving work to go get him to his football or basketball practices every day. That is something, as a parent, I feel like it's a privilege and an honor to be able to do that for him.
Right.
I signed him up for that. I chose that for, like, I'm doing this for him. So he doesn't owe me anything. He could be at home doing absolutely nothing. I mean, I'm making choices for him. So he owes me nothing for that.
And unfortunately, a lot of parents don't think like that. And I just always think, like, it's just so much money being made. You got these parents that are possibly getting evicted or, losing everything. And that's when they do have to make the choice to take that illegal bribe to make sure their child goes to this team or goes to that team or whatever. I just think it's all jacked up. Like, seriously.
Okay, you said your kids model. Which you have gorgeous kids, so they should model. Okay?
Yeah, we're breaking into modeling and acting commercials and stuff.
Cool beans. But, okay, so let's say a modeling agency came to you and said, hey, Sarah, if we get you a house for a year, we pay all the bills, we give you food, and we give you a stipend, a $30 stipend, or how to buy socks and drawers and stuff,
Candy stipend.
If your child comes and model for me, what makes you think you need a little extra under the table? Is that not enough? If you say that deal works for me, that's what I need, this is our agreement, why do you feel like you need something a little bit more?
No.
Because what happens if my child, there could be an injury, but there could also be sicknesses and things like that. I mean, my child could be in a waiting room to audition and contract bacterial meningitis, and now we're in the hospital. My child can't work, and not only that, I've spent all this money making modeling happen. If I didn't do anything else extra on the side, now I'm in a horrible position where I'm making the GoFundMe, I'm filing for bankruptcy.
But why me, company B, owe you more than what I'm already doing for you? I guess I'm using this in the scholarship type of situation. So with a scholarship, it usually comes with room and board,
right?
Okay, it comes with all your books being paid. It comes with you being totally taken care of. Your kid is totally taken care of. So there's no, you got to go flip no extra burgers at McDonald's to make sure that they're straight. It is the extra money that they need for the tennis shoes and the the stuff to keep up with their the stuff to keep up with their teammates. I get it. I don't want to drive a new beautiful sports car because they go to this rich Ivy League school and my parents can't afford. So I get that, but I can't afford you that. Your needs are being met. And your needs are being met because you've agreed to do something for the school, which is use your body to get on their football field and win games for them.
Right.
I don't feel like you owe me anything additional.
Per se. I just think it shouldn't be illegal for people to take the extra that the people want to give. Exactly. And even if it's not completely, you know what I'm saying, like, slide money, it should be like a stipend put in place to make it legal, to where it's like tax-free money, either set aside for medical or just set aside for different things that actually happen in life. I just don't think that people should be facing jail or facing their child losing everything because somebody say, hey, your lights off when I came and picked them up for practice. Like, here go a little extra to keep this. I just don't think it should be illegal.
I agree. I think if you have a way to support your child to get to their dream, I believe it should all be hunky-dory. But I'm sure there's reasons why it's not, and I'm sure horrible things have happened that we don't always know about.
Right, especially when it comes to sports.
And with Sandusky, things can get really dark, really, really dark. So there may be good reasons behind it. So I just feel, again, like it's prudent. If I want my child to be an entertainer, if I want my child to be an athlete, I know that they could one day not be able to work. So let's me and them come up with something. And one thing that me and my daughter decided to do, she wants to do a YouTube channel.
Okay.
And I thought, how easy would that be as a job for a college kid?
Exactly.
Because you even said it, he's not going to flip burgers. And I agree. I don't think they should. I don't think they should be flipping burgers, working for minimum wage at any point in their life. That's a trap. And so what I want to do is maybe find something for my child that relates to what they're doing in school. Maybe it relates to their degree. Maybe it relates to their field that they're entertaining in or competing in. But it could just be something they're also just interested in that makes some kind of passive income that they can devote however much or little time they have. We have the internet. We have Bluetooth. There's no reason you can't make money.
You definitely need a backup plan if sports is going to be your main priority. Like you need
if this is how I'm going to feed the rest of my family for the rest of my life. And that means you also got to take care of yourself, because we started this conversation out with my kid could get injured. I got the scholarship, they're going to the school, they're getting this education, and they get injured, and it's all gone. It's done.
Like instant, blink of an eye. Gone.
Like you said, what is your contingency? What is your plan? What is your backup plan? And as a responsible parent, I have not quit my job thinking that little Johnny is going to take care of, because he's in his first doggone year of college. I still need to make sure that he gets through that. Hell, if I was about to say something bad. I'm going to say it anyway. If he was really good enough, he would have gotten a doggone, well, I don't even know if they can get signed straight out of high school anymore. I don't even think that they can do that anymore.
I had a friend that was
I think they can, though. I think they still get drafted because they do bring the scouts out to watch them. So I think that they can still go straight. If they're good enough, they got to be watched. But then I feel bad for the parents then in those situations to where your child might not necessarily, was trying to be a superstar, and then somebody came and wanted to grab them. And you ain't got the funds because you didn't even know little Johnny could play football. So it's just so many different angles on it. But like I said, the main part is just having a backup plan just in case it don't work out. Having a different way to support not just the education, but the family. When that gold mine you thought was the gold mine might not, be mining no gold no more. So,
but you know what also really annoys me? I don't know if y'all have noticed, but one, the backdoor gambling with these college students.
That's also
that money is big.
It's a lot of money.
That's what's making her mad.
That's what's making me mad.
I'm not even talking about from the school perspective. I'm talking about from the others' perspective. And they don't want it to be legalized. For example, you have rappers, people that's in the music industry, in a whole nother industry that's getting starting these little football leagues and baseball leagues now, because they see the dollar signs in these athletes that's coming up, right? And they go ahead and they get behind these athletes. That's where the money is,
and that's what I was talking about. That's the piece of the pie that I was talking about. The kids should be, even if it's a certain percentage, they should get something from it, because there's so much money, legal and illegal, being circulated behind these kids playing a game that they're not getting paid for. They're not getting a W-2 for going, to play these games. And there's so many people that become damn near millionaires, because your child, and you don't even know. I just think it's jacked up.
I mean, I appreciate it. I'm not accusing any rapper out there of doing anything, but I'm using Snoop as an example, because he has
She's not accusing anybody but Snoop.
I'm not. But I'm using him as an example, one, because he vocalizes what he does. Even if he's doing some backhand stuff, he is heavily in the community and doing stuff for the kids that can't afford to do anything. But he also has his kids that he's watching and he's following, and he's putting through college. He's investing in.
And see, that's the difference. I support that.
I think that's awesome. I think more people should do that, but that's where the money is at. So allowing these schools to do it, it takes money out of Snoop's pocket. Not accusing Snoop of doing anything,
but it's all paperwork. Like I said, it's a loophole to everything. So thank y'all so much for tuning in to Talk Show Divas. At the end of the day, just come up with a backup plan for anything that you do, because you can't be creative without something to fall back on to pay them bills. Point blank, period.
For real.
So thank y'all so much for tuning in with us on Super Bowl Sunday. Make sure y'all come back to TV 1061 Atlanta, streaming live in Douglasville. Make sure you comment below so we can talk back. Give us some ideas for some show segments, or even if you want to come on and just, talk about whatever. That's what we're here for. See y'all next week.
You're live with your Talk Show Divas. Sit back and relax and enjoy. Exciting, informative, and sexy. So get ready for your talk show divas.
Hi, I'm Michael Cowell, your funniest man on the planet, and you're watching TV 1061, your global network. Stay tuned, because that's how they do it over here. Big time party! All right, see y'all later. Bye.
TV 1061, conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond.